bright luminary. Let the light shine on the world again.
Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age for the Sony PlayStation 4.
How did you remember that title?
I looked it up on my phone about 5 seconds before you pressed record because my brain is kind of scrambled at this point. What did you think of Dragon Quest? You are a Dragon Quest virgin.
I am. I have never had any experience with Dragon Age, Quest.
You've never quested for dragons.
Never quested for dragons.
You've never asked a dragon its age.
No, that's inappropriate and offensive. I thought it was really cool. I was definitely getting a very old school Square, like 16-bit vibe from it, but also wrapped in this like beautifully animated wrapper.
Wrapped in a wrapper.
Wrapped in a wrapper.
Only on Megadads can you get these wonderful analyses. That's the best thing about Dragon Quest is that it takes that old school JRPG vibe, whereas Final Fantasy at one point just like veered off into the sci-fi and more modern, realistic
combat.
Yeah, Dragon Quest has always stayed pure with that medieval Japanese role-playing innocence, and this game, it gives you that nostalgic vibe. But this game was amazing. We had 2 different quests to take for dragons. You had kind of the introductory sequence. What was that like?
Yeah, so I had the basic setup where you are in your home village getting ready to go out on your quest. I went to the shop, loaded up on gear, found my horse. Everybody was like, bye, good luck, have fun, try not to die. And I rode off into the distance, smushed a few creatures with my horse, gotten a couple of little fisticuffs with some minor little enemies, and made my way to the larger city with the castle, where I walked up the steps to greet the king, and then they said, demo's over.
It's the hardest thing in the world to play. I mean, all these demos are traditionally like 15, 20 minutes long, which is fine for like an action game or a first-person shooter, but when it's a JRPG, like 15 minutes is like walking out the front door. So I was playing my quest. I was in like an Egyptian-themed village kingdom. There's a lady with a hat that almost walked right into our tripod. The best part about my journey through this Egyptian town was I was walking around the corner and I saw this fine-ass lady with a large anime bosom, and I walked up to her and I said hello with a button prompt, an X button prompt.
I hope you didn't really say hello.
I did, with my mouth.
Hello.
And then she says to me in this game, she's like, hey, would you like to come inside and I'll give you puff puff? Now, when a woman asks you, and she has a large bosom, if you want her to give you puff puff, you say,
yeah?
So I said, yeah. And then I went inside to get the puff puff, and she says, hey, your party cannot come in. You can't all get puff puff. Puff puff is a one-on-one. If Hall & Oates have taught us anything, it's one-on-one, I want to play that game tonight. Yeah, you don't know the song. Anyway, so she's like, just come in, get your puff puff. So I walk up the stairs. She's like, hey, just sit on the bed and I'll give you your puff puff. So I sat on the bed. She's like, do you mind if I turn off the light while you get your puff puff? I said, turn off that light. Light goes off. You hear some sound effects, some giggles.
Ooh la la.
Light goes on, and there's a 7-foot-tall, muscular man wearing an S&M mask standing in front of me. And lady says, this is my dad. He gives the best puff puff, doesn't he? I got puffed by a bodybuilder in Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, launching September 4th on your PlayStation 4 Pro. It was pretty good puff. I mean,